Greetings, Zample Box family. It's that time again. It's our favorite time of the month. Brand new Zample Box coming at you, unboxing specifically for your viewing pleasure. So I'd like to introduce to you my newest mascot. You've seen her before, Teensy the Vape Cat. Say hello, Teensy. Okay, so I'm thinking about some merchandising. Half the proceeds are going to go to the ASPCA. I'm smiling, but it'll be true. I'll think of something. You know, I've got nothing but free time. But anyways, you've seen her enough in the shots. I figured I'd give her a little bit of a official promo, if you will. So, Zample Box, if you aren't familiar, then where the heck have you guys been? They are the granddaddies, the original Vape Fam. And I don't say that lightly, I'm serious. These guys 3 years ago were the absolute very first company out on the vaping industry to come up with an e-juice subscription service. And they really did come in at a great time because they work with literally over about 150 companies. I think just barely below 200 at this point. So we're talking about a massive influx of quality brands that go into every single box coming to you every single month. And you get 3 different packages with that. You get either the silver, the gold, or the platinum. And I'll get a little bit more into detail on these ones. Now, this one is the 6-bottle box. In other words, I got the gold box that I get. Luckily, comes to me once every month. These guys are totally tubular, and they are definitely part of the Joe Vapes family. So we're going to do this in typical fashion. You've seen it before. We're going to see it again. Awesome personalized box. Every one of their new boxes has cool little imagery going on with the graphic artwork. Awesome stuff right there. Boom. The original Vape family. You're a part of it, you know what I mean? And of course, as per usual, you get some vape swag, stickers, boom. And oh, this is a new sticker, I like this one. Zample Box, 2013, Seattle, Washington. That's right, proof. PNW family up in here, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I'm going to go see these guys very, very soon and be doing some cool video work. If you guys haven't seen the hangout that I did with Ian Ferguson over at Zample Box, check out my video of that out in the video section. It's a really cool little back and forth that we had. Hopefully I'll be doing more of those in the future. But look at this. What we're talking about here is massive retail value. I probably should have spiffed up these bottles and kind of right-sided them and stuff. You know what? You're going to see them anyways because, you know, I don't leave out any details. You guys know that. If the worst compliment I ever get is that I'm overly detailed, I can sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so here's what we're talking about with the Joe's tasting menu. Now, if you're lucky enough to have the name of Joe, just pretend, live vicariously through me. But this is individual. Every single box comes personally curated. And what does that mean? That means the flavors that you dig that are all your all-day vapes are going to be in this box. So it's going to be a mishmash of different flavors, and every now and then you're always going to get something just a little bit outside the box because you never know. You might try something that you dig that ordinarily, hey, you know what, I don't like this particular flavor, but there are a lot of brands out there that do things a lot better than other brands. So keep an open mind. But anyways, Joe's June tasting menu. Joe, what's up? Your personalized box this month is packed with delicious flavors of joy. We included a couple of my favorites. Thanks for spreading Zample Box in Eugene, Oregon, James. My personally curated box by Jimmy the man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, 6 flavors. Going to go over the flavors, give you a little bit of a description, tell you about the company a little bit of the PG to VG, so you guys get an idea as to how many, you know, the cloud production that you got, whether you can drip it or some it, just to get the most flavor out of whatever that you have, and then we'll get through with the bottles. Now, the first one is Crazy Girl Eyes. Caramel, vanilla cream, marshmallow, and graham cracker. Okay, so somebody was paying attention to Joe of All Vapes' palate. I'm a dessert vapor big time, and that one is just screaming my name. So that one comes in a 15 milliliter bottle. All these are 15 milliliters, 70% VG. So that's a dripper's delight right there, and that's from Suck My Juice, another Pacific Northwest company out of Seattle, Washington. Second flavor is Elysian Fields, creamy milk batter custard and blueberries. 2 of my favorite combinations right there. Now, I'm not going to say that creamy milk batter custard is definitely up on my vape shelf, you know what I mean, but I like the desserts, you know, the thick, the rich, the decadent flavors, and of course blueberries are pretty much one of my favorite fruits out there. I love blueberry vapes. That one is a 70 VG once again. That's coming from Cyber Liquids from Buena Vista, California. Loopster is the next one. Fruit Loop Crunch Berry Cereal and Milky Cream. Love that stuff. 50 milliliters, 80% VG on that one. So big time clouds on that. Obey Vapes from Los Angeles, California. Lucky 13 is the next one. That one is from Cafe Racer E-Liquid. Tobacco with creamy vanilla, almond, and caramel. Now, I have tried that flavor before. Knocks it out of the park. Let me tell you, I love tobacco vapes, but only if they're good quality. The last thing that I want to do is spend any amount of money on a tobacco e-juice that is so light in flavor. If I want to vape a tobacco e-juice, I want it to be tobacco. I want some solid flavor up in that thing. M Tobacco is a bold tobacco flavor. This one is from Master Blends out of Wenatchee, Washington. So once again, Pacific Northwest Company, north of me. And last but not least is Peach Guzzy. Peach and blueberry green tea custard. Unique blend going on there. This one's going to be a fun one to do on the mini review on Instagram. And that one's coming from Cafe Racer as well. Another one of 70 VG. So box retail value, check that out. 70 bucks. What does that mean? That means that every single one of these added up to a retail value of $70. But you're not paying $70 for that because the gold package is going to cost you $24.99. That's right. 6 bottles curated to your flavor. $24.99 a month. Man, you can't beat that. So that is a massive, massive difference. Okay, you're saving a ton of cash on this. You can't go to any shop. You know, even online, some of these prices are going to be comparable. And it's got the retail price of each one of these, 11, 12, 12, 12, 11, and 12. Pretty standard for most 15 milliliter bottles from anywhere that you get them. But you can't go, retail to any shop or store and buy 6 bottles that add up to 25 bucks. And the cool thing about that, like I said, is a Zamplebox being as old as they are, starting as long ago as they did. I mean, it was only 2013, it's 3 years ago. I mean, vaping's been around longer than that. But you get in a good reputation, you do your job well, and they see that. Customer satisfaction is main key. Top notch with these guys. They definitely will take care of you. So this is the 6-bottle box. Like I said, the gold package. Now, if you want something just a little bit less, think you can't go through 6 bottles and 15 milliliters every month, go for the lower one, the silver package. That's going to be 3 bottles. It's going to cost you $19.99, so about 20 bucks a month. And then, of course, you've got the platinum one, which is a fatty 11-bottle box. That one's going to run you $44.99, so about 45 bucks a month. Now, if you go through that much juice, or if you're a couple, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, that, you guys all vape together, I think that's a really, really good way to go because you're exploring different brands, trying new things. And, I mean, 11 bottles every month, you're going to be having it stack up. You know what I mean? You're going to, your shelves are going to start looking at like mine at the end of every month. But anyways, let's go through this one by one. Okay, we're starting with the Lucky 13 once again, Cafe Racer. Very well-known company. Okay, these guys hit up the vape conventions and expos all over the United States and elsewhere. So they're very, very well known. If you go onto Instagram, a lot of the time onto Cafe Racer on their Instagram page, you'll see a picture of a classic old motorcycle that they have at their vape booths. It's very, very kitschy, very awesome, very, very, very. Okay, so the Lucky 13, once again, that one was the tobacco with cream of vanilla, almond, and caramel. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler right now. For those of you that aren't going to be on Instagram, shame on you for one thing. Definitely, you need to go and check me out and follow me on that one. But I'll let you slide just this time because you're watching my video. This is one of the best tobacco vapes I've ever tried. And the tobacco on this one is mild, not too light, but not too strong. And you can go too strong on a good tobacco vape. But this one, perfect right down the middle. Very, very nice and creamy. The caramel was just perfect. A little bit of a salty, but more sweet, buttery. Look at me going on my review thing. Once again, you know what I mean? I don't want to get too much into detail, but this is definitely one of the best tobacco vapes that I have tried. I wouldn't even consider it an RY4, just because it's so non-stereotypical, you know what I mean? So Cafe Racer, once again, awesome stuff. I haven't tried everything that they make, but, I'm probably not far from it. Master Blends is the next one, and that's the M Tobacco that we were talking about. So cool little label going on right there. It kind of looks like the front of an old wine bottle or a whiskey bottle, something like that. Master Blends, and that one is just a bold tobacco flavor. So I'm going to bust this one open, actually, get a little whiff going on. Okay, so here's the cool thing about these flavors. Just straight up tobacco vapes are really, really good for people that have been vaping for decades. I recently ran into somebody that I met that has, she told me she's been smoking for over 30 years and she's looking for something just to kind of chill back. And she noticed that I was vaping. I bring my vape stuff with me everywhere. You never miss an opportunity for a selfie, you know what I mean? And she was, she was asking me, what do you recommend? And I mean, I started getting into the nitty gritty of how to go from smoking to vaping. And a lot of what you'll hear about a lot of former smokers, especially those that are trying to get out of it, the straight up just tobacco flavored vapes are really good hit ups for them because they're trying to branch away from smoking slowly. They got to do it slowly, but it's a good transition. Better, healthier alternative. They're still getting a nicotine delivery system, but tastier, more pleasant, and you can lower the nicotine count. I mean, what cigarette in the entire world can you get that has zero nicotine in it, right? FDA don't apparently care too much about that stuff, but you know what? We do. So as long as we're around, we're going to be a force to reckon with. But the straight up tobacco vapes, I haven't tried this one, but I definitely will, and I'll let you guys know up on the mini review on Instagram. Suck My Juice is next. Crazy Girl Eyes. This one is the caramel, vanilla cream, marshmallow, and graham cracker. So I'm not going to bust this open because it has a little shrink wrap on the top. You know what? Yeah, I am. Totally going to bust it open because it's mine and I can do what I want and it's my show. So, oh man, that smells out of sight. That is up Joe of All Vapes' alley right there. So just by smelling it, man, I don't know which one comes first. Typically, my olfactory senses are right on par, but I'm thinking that the graham cracker is coming through pretty heavy on this one. So, marshmallow graham cracker, and caramel vanilla cream, really, really good flavors. Everything pairs up solidly on that one. Man, I almost want to vape all this stuff right now. This is going to be a long unboxing if I get it that way. So, Cafe Racer, once again, is coming forward with Peach Guzzy. And that one was the peach and blueberry green tea custard. Unique blends going on there. Cafe Racer, once again, thinking outside the box, but still keeping things just a little bit familiar. So peach and green tea, I think, are a really good mixture as it is. Green tea is kind of tart, a little bit bitter in its flavor. I personally like it, very well, as opposed to just, I like my regular tea too, but green tea has just a nice kind of a pick-me-up flavor. It's almost like drinking the tea equivalent of a black coffee, you know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to taste what the custard does to kind of intermingle between those two very refreshing flavors. Cafe Racer doing their thing, you know what I mean? Next one is from Cyber Liquids. I got to say something about Cyber Liquids. They got their artistry on the logos, the labels down, man. These are really, really cool. This tickles my nerd heart. This one is the Elysium Fields, the creamy milk batter custard and blueberries. I am massively excited about this one. Blueberries. Blueberry vape. I've tried a ton of them. The blueberry vapes for me are so amazing. They just tap into my sweet spot. And the one thing that I've noticed before is that a good blueberry extract can make bad flavors that it mingles with taste good. And I'm not going to give too much credit to too many companies out there that make a lot of bad e-juice. Definitely try this stuff out for yourself. I don't know if a lot of you guys out there like the blueberry vapes, but typically you combine them with either other lighter, refreshing fruit flavors for something just nice in the summertime or something creamy and custard. So this is pretty much on par with that, but a creamy milk batter sounds incredibly intriguing. I don't know if it can get much better than that, but we're going to see. You know what I mean? Very refined palate on Joe of All Vapes. The next one is Loopster by Obey Vapes. Now, this one kind of looks like, the artwork was submitted by contest. You know what I mean? And whoever won got to put their logo on the label. Now, I'm not saying anything negative about it. I think it's a very cool, this thing stands out. You know what I mean? So this one, the Loopster, was the Fruit Loop Crunch Berry Cereal and Creamy Milk. So many cereal vapes out on the market, and I've never been a massive cereal vape lover, but There are very, very good ones out on the market simply because the ingredients and the extracts were super high quality. And, you know, maybe they steeped it, maybe they just put more emphasis on smaller batches. You know, who knows? You know, I look forward to trying it. I look forward to trying any company basically endorsed by Zamplebox. Am I biased? You betcha. Only because I know that the flavors that Zamplebox worked with are always going to be high quality. I haven't tried anything out of Zamplebox that I couldn't appreciate the quality thereof. Now, there have been some flavors that I like more than others. Like I said, typically before, if you guys have watched some of my earlier reviews, I don't go for a lot of the singular fruit vapes, but if it's done really well, I'll be able to tell, you know what I mean? A good quality fruit vape for me, I will like, I will enjoy, and I will vape often. If it's a bad quality, it'll be another one of those singular fruit vapes that I just don't dig. So let's put all of this into one nice, tidy little package. You got your individualized tasting menu. Boom, there you go. $70 retail value. Awesome little additions, okay? The individualized little cutout slot, sponge, you know, little insert in there. I mean, you know, they're thinking of the little things. So here's a company that has, over the years, put a lot of effort into asking themselves, what is the community going to like? I mean, you know, let's come up with decent prices. Let's find the best companies to work with, best customer service. Boom, Zamplebox. Doesn't get any farther than that, you know what I mean? So here's what you need to do. Go on to Zamplebox on Instagram, the original Vape Family, okay? They've got a massive following, thousands and thousands and thousands of followers. Most of those individuals are either people that want to join Zamplebox or already have, and I'm on there, guys, and you need to be too. Check these guys out. 3 tiers from 19 bucks to about 45 bucks, and then the in-betweener is the gold package. That's what I have, $24.99. 6-bottle box. You're going to have as much to vape and awesome variety as you can possibly muster, and then some. You know what I mean? So here's the skinny of it. Thank you very much for your support, Zamplebox. I love you guys. You are definitely part of the Joe of All Vapes family, and you are going to follow me on my journey of spiffing everything up. That's right. My review forms are going to change a little bit within the next year. I'm going to be doing things just a little bit more professional. You're going to see a little bit of the atmosphere change. The vape wall is going to be a little bit different come the future. I'm just going to round things and shape things up just a little bit more spifftacular. Joe of All Vapes vernacular. You can use it free of charge, no problem. But there's also going to be a website that I'm working on, as well as possibly a blog. All depends on the amount of time that Joe of All Vapes have. There's only one Joe of All Vapes, unfortunately. Maybe fortunately. I don't know. I'm going to take a breath, though, and I want to say I really appreciate your guys' support. If you like this review, stay tuned. I've got more stuff coming up all throughout the rest of the year and beyond. Great projects that I'm working on. You know, collaborations, you name it. Check me out on Instagram at Joe of All Vapes. I've got great discounts that I'm busting out for some of the best products that I have ever had, and hopefully some that you have never had either. So it'll give you the opportunity to save some money, try some really great e-juice as well. Spread the word here at Joe of All Vapes on YouTube. You guys are what make me possible to do what I can keep doing here. I love doing what I'm doing, you know, and I just want to continue doing it. If you have any questions or comments, definitely put it in the comment section below. I'll put as much information as possible regarding Zamplebox in the description so you guys can get in contact with me. You can get in contact with them. You have any questions, let's talk. You know, let's be friends. Let's make this community tighter, and let's make the FDA lose sleep every single night. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely not giving up this fight. You know what? Eventually, it's just going to break down to the fact that they realize we're not going to go away. Somebody's going to have to compromise, and if it's not one or the other, it's going to be 50-50. That's the reality of it, folks, but the tighter we stay, the bigger the community, the harder we are to go away. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you once again for your support. This is Joe of All Vapes, your eye in the vaping sky, wishing all of you guys a fabulous day, and you keep it cloudy.